The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 40 and verse 8. Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners: death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Havashai, Rahab Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen. Some look like the heathen, beginning with 144,000. Preachers, teachers, and prophets, Shalom. Death, bloodshed, strife, and the sword calamities are sevenfold more upon sinners. The 2/3 of Israel, Yahweh Shema,
for too long, Americans have
Yahweh Shema gonna jack y'all up, man. Gonna jack y'all up. Yahweh Shema got a cold spirit, the old hatred that Esau got for Israel. And it's primarily against the 2/3 of Israel, which is the anger and the wrath of Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh. The anger, that hatred is really for the 2/3 when you think about it. All right? Because Yahweh Shema set Esau up to be that sword, which is his blessing, and to be the sword to bring forth judgment. All right? It says, matter of fact, what's the scripture? Now I forgot. Is it in the New Testament? It's coming to my mind in bits and pieces, but Lord, it'll come to me fully, and we pull it. It says, President Trump shares a message on law and order, the horrific murder of a young woman in Charlotte, right? Charlotte, North Carolina. That Ukrainian woman, she was kind of cute too. And she got stabbed on a train. But hey, Yahweh Shema me post a quick clip going into Lord willing, the troops will be in all 50 states. And we brought out that second address 16 and 70. All right? And we're going to get it again, Father Howard's will, going into how Yahweh Shema is going to use Esau, his sword, to destroy the wicked of Israel, man. 2/3. Now check this out. And he mean business. Listen to what he's saying. And listen good now.
For far too long, Americans have been forced to put up with Democrat-run cities that set loose savage, bloodthirsty criminals to prey on innocent people. Really, very, very innocent people. In every place, they control radical left judges, politicians, and activists, and they've adopted a policy of catch and release for thugs and killers. In Charlotte, North Carolina, we saw the results of these policies when a 23-year-old woman who came here from Ukraine met her bloody end on a public train. And here's a picture of it. This is the picture of it. And this is a picture of the woman, a beautiful young girl that never had problems in life, with a magnificent future in this country. And now she's dead. She was slaughtered by a deranged monster who was roaming free after 14 prior arrests. We cannot allow a depraved criminal element of violent repeat offenders to continue spreading destruction and death throughout our country. We have to respond with force and strength. We have to be vicious just like they are. It's the only thing they understand. 24 of the top 25 most dangerous cities in America are run by Democrat mayors. 50 people were murdered in Chicago in recent weeks, with hundreds being shot. And it's time to stop this madness. The people of our country need to insist on protection, safety, law, and order. We have proven that it can be done because we did it right here in D.C., in District of Columbia. The capital of America was a bloodthirsty, horrible, dangerous place, one of the worst. And now it's a crime-free city, and we're going to keep it that way. It can be done. It can happen fast. All we want is, please, Mr. President, we need help. Chicago needs help. Other cities need help. We'll do what has to be done because we're going to make America safe again, and that includes our big cities. We're going to make those cities safe. Thank you.
You see that? The big cities. So hey, we can only draw to the conclusion that these smaller cities are going to be a chaos zone, where if your local law enforcement, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing, and it's gonna be a war zone, which ain't no aid and help coming to these smaller cities. Okay, I believe that just these big cities, these major cities, is where they're gonna set up these 15-minute cities, these safe havens. All right, which is going to be operated by the MOTB, this digital system. Everything going on outside of that is going to be no man's land. All right, so you see, like you said, they got to bring the same type of force, and what's that? Death. Hey, Trump said, hey, the same type of fearsome and force that they're using, we got to meet them. So they gonna come through slaughter. All right, that's that flood that we just read in Ecclesiastes. All right, going into Revelation 12. So these troops is going to come through and shoot Jake down, man. Hey, they just started that operation, Midway Blitz in Chicago? Yesterday or today? Look, you got in Birmingham, Alabama.
I just found out you can listen to real police calls. And
so this everywhere.
on this app.
You
I
see?
thought my neighborhood was safe before looking at this.
This stuff is going on everywhere. All right? A lot of it's set up for these things to play out, but it's good, though, because it's prophecy. It says, Birmingham police fed up with recent homicides. You see? I was watching that earlier. UFO whistleblowers. Right here, Midway Blitz. Operation Midway Blitz. It says self-arrest in Chicago. ICE crackdown. Now you got these YNs talking about you got switches. Well, you how about Shemar Shah going to disconnect your electricity then? All right? You can use ESOL to disconnect your electricity. Talking about you got switches. You got switches on these Glocks. Now you can shoot all them rounds under 30 seconds, and then you dead. You ain't gonna hit the target. Shit, you ain't hit the target. You still got ops. So they go to show y'all hitting everybody but the ops and everything but the ops. You still got ops. You niggas are stupid. You ain't tough. You feminine. You bitch made. And that's just what it is. Bring it on Yahweh Shema Shah. Yahweh Shema Shah is working. He bringing for wrath and judgment. What's that? Psalms 119. It is time for thee, O Lord, to work. In the midst of your wrath, make known your judgments. For those who have avoided thy law. That's Psalms 119. It is time for thee, O Lord. Oh Lord. And it's time for thee to work. And that's these prophecies, man. Psalms, I thought it was 119. It is time for thee, O Lord, to work. And miss your judgment. For thy law. I think it's Psalms 119. I'm almost certain, yeah. The Wadi Yahweh Shema Shah, Psalms 119 to 126. It is time for thee, Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, to work, for they have made void thy law. Okay? And that's judgment. And that's judgment. The pale horse. The pale horse is going into Jacob's is Jacob's trouble, man. All right? So the time of great judgment and death, as you get Ezekiel 21, I'm going to just get this Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, Esau. Okay, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us, man. So I just wanted to hit this real quick through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shah. Trump mean business. And that's the cruel Lord. And Yahweh Shema Shah Got Esau ready to come down with that wrath. The same force y'all put out, where Esau is going to top that, all right, and wipe you out, all right? Most definitely in these big major cities, all right? These smaller cities, people going to kill each other off. People going to die in the famine, all right? Things like that. It's straight up chaos. So people have to fend for themselves, all right? But Yahweh Shema Shah is going to watch over and protect the elect that's in these areas, man, all right? Watch how Yahweh Shema Shah work for the elect, man. I just want to hit this real quick through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. Don't feel sorry for these niggas. Cause they bring up but terror and fear and dread and in the neighborhoods, man. So hey, the Wadi Yahweh Shema Shah for wiping these niggas out. Okay? 2/3 of our people ain't shit. All they know is niggatry. And you damn Edomites, y'all gonna get it too. Alright? Y'all gonna get it too. Alright? Shalom. Hey, rejoice when this judgment go out, man. It's gonna be a fearful time, but rejoice when these niggas get taken out. Everybody that came up against Yahweh Shema Shah, that came up against the prophets, that brandished the weapon, in front of the prophets, towards the prophets, that talked against the prophets. They act like they wanted to put hands on the prophets. You niggas is dead. Yahweh Shema Shah gonna get y'all, man. I'm gonna rejoice, man. I know I am. I'm gonna rejoice. All you niggas that turn your back on Yahweh Shema Shah, I'm gonna be glad when I get the news or hear the news that Yahweh Shema Shah smoke you niggas, man. And when I said niggas, I'm talking about 2/3 of Israel, men, women, and children. With your wicked asses. Hey, I pray I'm exempt. You know, I pray we exempt. But wickedness got to be put out of Israel, man. Got to be put out of Israel. All praise to Yahweh Shema, Shabbat Harakak, Dash Double Honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, Shalom to the hope for the nation of Israel. That scattered abroad amongst the heathen, something looking like the heathen, beginning of 144,000, preachers, teachers, and prophets. They prayed up in the names of Yahweh Shema, Shalom.